So now I'm just the A's, and even that, I didn't really like the A's. I didn't like McGuire and Canseco and them. I don't know what it was. I just I just didn't. So I just watched baseball. That's all that mattered. I can remember going out to my brother-in-law's place in Cluett, and out there on the coast in a little town, they had a satellite dish for their television. They had TBS and WGN, the Braves and the Cubs. That's great stuff. Of course, they didn't come here until later on, but we did get it. So, as I say, it didn't matter to me anymore. I enjoyed when the Red Sox won the World Series in those days, say 25 to 2019, 2005 to 2019. I didn't, but I didn't. It didn't matter. I know the Cubs won a World Series. That was great too. Cardinals won some in there as well. I enjoyed watching baseball for baseball's sake. And then in COVID, nobody was doing anything, and there was no baseball for a while. But then along comes the remember them playing in the empty seats, so I'm watching baseball in the empty seats and here on my computer at home on MLB TV. And again, now the Oakland Athletics and the St. Louis Cardinals. I liked them both. I think the first year, I think Oakland had some playoff chances there. I think there was one against the Yankees. People remember Derek Jeter making a great play coming out of nowhere to grab a throw from the outfield and relay it to the home plate to get it out. They still talk about that. That broke my heart that Oakland didn't get beyond that first playoff round. But Cardinals and the Athletics, I started to really like them till about 2023. But one thing I found out about the Cardinals, at least for me, every team, all the teams, their announcers, their play-by-play guys, they're homers. Of course they are. They're there for the home team. Root for the home team. But the Cardinal guys, I this is the analogy I use: a pot of honey. Here's a pot of honey, and the Cardinal announcers, they're pouring syrup into it and talking about the players and how wonderful the Cardinals are. And, they couldn't do anything wrong, it seems. So I just, that's it. I can't listen to that. So now just the A's. Just the A's. And now let's look back for a second. The Expos are gone. The Pilots are gone. The A's are still around, but they're not in Oakland anymore. Baseball has not been very, very good to me. But I will continue to support the A's until probably a decision is made. Will they go back to Oakland? That's getting dimmer all the time. There's a faint chance that they might. Las Vegas. I don't know if I'd follow the team to Las Vegas, much like I wouldn't follow the Expos when they went to Washington. But if they say in Sacramento, I think that would be cool. Make that ballpark bigger. It's not far from Oakland. It really doesn't change much as far as the teams coming in and out. It would be a good spot for them, I think. So I'd be happy to cheer for them if they stayed there. I'd like to have another team in the National League though, and that may be the Giants. I watched them a little bit last year, knowing that stuff was going to happen with I stopped worrying about the Cardinals and the A's maybe leaving. So I thought maybe the Giants. I watched them for a while. Yeah, whatever. They weren't that great. But you know what? I listened to a game on the radio the other day. I guess it was about a week ago. John Miller was doing the game. One of the few spring training games I've paid any attention to. I just love John Miller. He's a wonderful play-by-play guy. He's just fun to listen to. So maybe I can get on board with the Giants once all this Oakland stuff works its way out. So, how about you guys? Like me, did you have a bunch of teams over the years? You got one team you've always been with? Let me know in the comments below. I got a couple other things I want to look at. I've been on a few baseball road trips. Um, I don't have it on here. I forgot about it. In 1974, I got on I had left my job in the forest industry. I'd had enough of it, and I cashed in a couple Canada savings bonds I had, and I took a bus to Los Angeles to watch the Dodgers, as it happened, the Dodgers and the Reds. Well, what a wonderful series that was in 1974. Think about this. The